Yo,
Yeah.
we're back.
Hey guys. What's going on, guys?
So I see. So
What
he's
you
in.
got?
Trump is in Pickens, South Carolina. He's having a speech out there, Independence Day speech. So we're gonna just cover
Let's go.
some of it.
Yeah.
From the beginning. I like to see the intros,
Do it
and I
maybe
want to
like
see
the
what he's
first,
talking about.
yeah, like
Yeah,
the first 15 minutes to see what you guys think
For
about, what he's saying.
yeah.
Let's go.
I keep thinking what Jesse Lee Peters said. He said, "Doesn't July just feel white?"
Silly.
Oh my God.
There will
Yeah.
be no deletion of General Pickens. But names like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Patrick Henry, and South Carolina's own Francis Marion, and the great General Andrew Pickens. He's become very famous today. I have to be honest. This thing is all over the world. They have it broadcast. Look at all the fake news back there. I hope they don't go back to their spreads where they're all losing lots of money because they don't have credibility anymore and start saying, let's look at Andrew Pickens. Let me see. What did he do wrong? Let's change the name. Let's change. Don't let him change anything. Don't let him change. When they want to change the name of George Washington, they've taken the name of George Washington off over 100 schools throughout
Really?
the country. These people are sick.
Did not know that.
When they want to get rid of the Jefferson Memorial, that's not happening. But today, everything having to do with those courageous Americans who fought for us and sacrificed so strongly is indeed being destroyed under crooked Joe Biden, and he is crooked as hell, isn't he?
Yes, he
I've
is.
been
Yeah,
hitting
he
him
is.
much differently than I have because I've always respected the office. And then when they indicted me for nothing, I said, now the gloves are off. Now we have to say it like it is. He's a crook. Under crooked Joe Biden, I never called him that. I took the name away from Hillary Clinton. We call her beautiful Hillary now. It was crooked Hillary, now it's crooked.
Oh my gosh.
Right now for this man who's just destroying our country.
Yes.
Under crooked Joe Biden, millions and millions of illegal aliens are streaming across our border. Main Street is being crushed by catastrophic inflation. Our Constitution is being ripped to shreds. Our children are being taught to hate our great heroes. Hate them. You're going to hate Abraham Lincoln. You're going to hate George Washington. Men are competing in women's sports. How about that one?
It's weird, bro. It is so
It
weird.
is. It's crazy. That's not fair.
Murders, gang members, and bloodthirsty killers are being set loose on innocent people. And Joe Biden is stumbling us into the brink of World War III because he has no idea what the hell he's doing. While starting, and when you think of what's going on with Russia, Russia now is at a point where they better make the right decision because we're on a course toward World War III.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
No, that's scary.
That is, that's crazy. How can that be? Just a short amount of time ago,
Yeah.
our country was
3 years
on the
ago.
upward climb.
Yep.
In just in the blink of an eye, a new leader, and we're on the downward decline.
Yep.
That's horrible.
It's crazy,
I
right?
don't understand how people can't see this. But what was one of Jesse Lee's quotes? I said that was a quote he said.
What did he say?
He said,
All thoughts are not good thoughts.
no, not that. He said people believe a lie so much that when you believe a lie for so long, it's hard. People don't want to accept it to believe the
Yeah,
truth.
it's hard
When
to
you
accept the
believe a
truth
lie,
when you believe a lie.
exactly. I'm gonna get that quote like verbatim.
And the weaponry is impossible. If you ever saw the kind of power the kind of destructive force, and we have a man who's grossly incompetent,
Yes.
who's representing us. And if you look at the leaders of the world, these people are at the top of their game. President Xi and Kim Jong-un, and I could name almost every country. But we have somebody that's not at all. But while stating twice this week, as an example, that Russia is losing the war to Iraq. Twice. Not, you can make mistakes on occasion. Even Lindsey down here, Senator Lindsey Graham. We love Senator Graham. We're gonna love him.
They don't like him.
Wow.
I think he's lefty.
I
He's a
know.
lefty.
It's half and half.
It's
But when I
okay.
need some of those
You need some
liberal
allies.
votes, he's always there to help me.
Yep,
Caleb,
see?
okay?
He said the liberal
We
votes.
got some pretty liberal people, but he's good.
You need some
He's
allies.
good. We know the good ones. We know the bad ones too. We got some real bad ones. But even he makes mistakes on occasion. But you can't make a mistake by calling Ukraine Iraq.
Right.
Then you certainly can't do it a second time.
Biden.
There's something wrong. With the help of everyone here today, we're going to win.
I'm sorry. How you gonna say that? You don't know what's going on in the country. You don't know the. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
The South Carolina primary 7 months from now. Big.
Let's go.
And on election day
Let's go.
2024, we are going to evict crooked Joe Biden from
Yes,
the White
right.
House. We're going to bring our
Time to
country
go.
Time to go, Joe.
We are going to
Up,
take back
out
our
of there.
country. We are going to make America great again.
Let's
That's what
go.
we need. Make
That's
America
right. That's right.
Great
great
again.
again. The fake news media has finally started to admit what we all knew. Joe Biden is the most corrupt president in American history by far. It's not even close.
Okay.
He's a criminal and a liar who sold his office to foreign countries and many other people. You take a look at what's going on. All of the stuff goes into, the stuff he calls it, goes into family pockets. And it comes from many cases very bad third world actors, and nobody
Wow.
thought they were going to get caught with all of their phony corporations. And
That's
their
right.
stuff.
That's
The
right.
only problem is those people don't like to report on it, but they're actually having to start. It's very interesting. I'm just not sure I want to run against anybody else. I sort of like this one. And by the way, we're leading him by a lot.
Right.
Yeah, he blowing him out.
Blowing
yeah, he
him.
blowing him. He blowing him
Blowing
out.
him.
Yeah, he
Just
blowing him out
think
the
of
water.
the massive
Every time.
Biden corruption unveiled in the past few weeks alone.
Every time they come out with a new scandal, his ratings go up.
Scandal for you.
Every time they come out with some new crap in the news. Well, not to say some of this stuff, is not factual.
Yeah.
But is it worth the headache, the reporting? Is it where was he out of line? You know what I'm saying?
No.
And is it even worth talking about? Like the Presidential Act, and they're trying to get him on the papers.
Oh yeah,
things.
yeah. You talking about
Yeah.
talking about Trump? Yeah, I'm talking about them
So
old
it's-
scandal stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
According to Representatives James Comer and Jim Jordan, who are doing a fantastic job, by the way, at least 9 Biden family members were paid vast sums of money through 20 different shell companies for no legitimate reason at all. They can't figure it out. While Crooked Joe was vice president, he was using that
Crooked
as a
Joe.
cash
Janky
machine.
Joe.
Yep.
In addition, we learned the FBI has explosive evidence that Joe Biden took bribes from Ukraine.
Yep.
Yet the corrupt FBI, it's out of control.
Out of
Not
control.
only covered it up, they stayed silent while crazy Nancy Pelosi, little Adam Schiff, how about that beauty? Little Adam Schiff. And the radical Democrats impeached me. They impeached me. But that was just the beginning, because they also indicted me a couple of years later for asking questions about scam. Just happened to ask. It turned out I was right. This is a sick
See?
nest of people that
Yeah.
needs to be cleaned out.
Correct.
And cleaned out immediately.
Correct.
Turned out I was right.
See, this is crazy.
Correct.
You can clearly see what's going on.
It turned out I was right. I had to go through 2 impeachments, and I was right on both of them, and it's been proven. And especially with the laptop from hell, it's been proven. It's been right there, right in front of their eyes. Last
Right.
week,
Laptop from
an
hell.
IRS whistleblower revealed that Crooked Joe sat in a room while his son Hunter messaged a Chinese Communist Party top official. And he said, I quote, "I am sitting here with my father, Sleepy Joe. And we would like to," and by the way, he may not be as sleepy as we thought, based on all this.
True.
Right.
True.
And we
Yeah.
would like to understand, with the commitment made, what has happened? Why has it not been fulfilled? Why haven't you sent us the money? Tell the director that I would like to resolve this right now before it gets out of hand, and now means tonight. I didn't know he was a tough guy. They are with our money. They're not with our nation because they're giving it away to other countries.
That's
And
crazy.
if I get a call or text from anyone involved in this other than you, Zhang, top person, or the chairman, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me, that's Dad. Hi, Dad. Remember, he said he was the smartest person he's ever met. By the way, at some time does Joe Biden say, you know, the son thing's just not working out very well? It won't matter if the press doesn't catch it. Remember that. But the man sitting next to me and every person he knows, you will regret not following my rejection and direction. I'm sitting here waiting for the call, and he says he wants it right now. I'm sitting waiting for the call with my father. Within 10 days, the Bidens collected $5.1 million from China for no reason whatsoever. They didn't do anything.
Wow.
That's
Once
crazy.
again,
Yeah.
Trump was right. Trump was
And I'm like, you don't even feel like there's anything wrong with that? It's
No.
like not even thought in your mind. It's
there's-
like, I'm selling out my country. I'm the leader. They think I'm up here doing stuff for them. I mean, whatever. Our pockets are fat. It's like he doesn't even have a thought
Yeah.
about it.
You talking about Slow Joe?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like it's nothing.
And it's
He's showing his son how to be corrupt. That's why the son never got corrected and nothing changed, because he was corrupt. So the son is naturally going to be corrupt.
and Biden is out there making it look like everything's a bunch of malarkey because you feel the American people are stupid. You're
And
like, they're stupid.
the son has no moral compass because he didn't say, well, you know what, Dad, that's not right. You're the president of the United States of America. You should be doing things right. Because I don't believe every kid is going to be corrupt if they got a corrupt
No,
parent.
of course not.
No, they got a 50 chance.
Right.
And that's going to determine what they decide to do, how they move. He didn't even speak up, no, because he's been doing illegal and janky stuff for a long time.
His probably his entire
Just like-
path in office,
How do you just sit there and do this like it's nothing?
because you've been doing it like it's nothing for a long time.
That's right. They have these hats. Trump was right about everything. I don't know about everything, but we were right about a lot, Marjorie, right? A lot. Joe Biden is corrupt, and Joe Biden is a very compromised president. He's being paid off just like a common criminal gets paid off, just a more sophisticated manner and much larger numbers. But he's totally protected by the Department of Injustice and by
Department of
fake news
Injustice.
media, which has been weaponized to a degree we have never, ever seen before. This is a crime 100 times bigger than Watergate, and they just don't want to
See?
talk about it.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
When I get back in office, I will appoint a real special prosecutor to investigate every detail
Yeah.
of the Biden crime family.
And it's gonna
That's
come
what
out.
needs.
And it's gonna come
That's
out.
what
And it's gonna
needs.
come out
That's what it
loud to
needs.
so
watch.
incredible.
That's what we
Watch
need.
how it
And
come
again,
out.
out of respect for the office of president, I would never be talking this way, even
That's
knowing
a
lot
year
of
from
this
now.
stuff. I have too much respect for
Longer
the
than a year.
office. But once they do what they did to me and to you, by doing what they did so corrupt, I said now the gloves are off from that standpoint. What they've done is so terrible.
It
So I'll
is.
speak differently than I would have 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never heard me use this kind of language. I
No.
wouldn't want to, out of respect for our country and for the office. But we really have no choice. These people are sick.
They
They're
are.
sick people.
They are.
But despite all of this,
They are.
they go after me for the Presidential Records Act. Well, that's what they should be looking at, because everything I did was under the Presidential Records Act. We
Act,
have
yeah.
a thug prosecutor
Called him a
named
thug.
Smith, Jack Smith. He's a thug.
They must have
They
internet
put him in
pretty
jail.
good.
In the
apparently
meantime, what
he
about
was streaming
Biden's
it.
record?
Whoever's watching,
This guy has
streamed it.
1,850 boxes. He has boxes stored in Chinatown, in D.C., rough place, by the way. He has them stored at Penn, where China's paid them almost $100 million. China paid over almost $100 million, and nobody wants to even talk about that.
To the Biden family?
He took classified information.
Yo, because I did see that. If you go Google Biden's net worth, it was like 100. It was something like that. So that is wicked. I'm not saying wicked as in evil, but wicked as in that's crazy. The fact that A president can come into office. They have no businesses. They only are the administration of the office, so they should only typically get the pay of administration.
What
But they leave in office with $200 million with no business, and it's not being said. Nobody's questioning, how do you have so much money with no business dealings? You get what I'm saying? That's what's unbelievable to me. No active business. You don't have no real estate. You don't have a bunch of real estate. You don't have a bunch of investments,
No,
tech
because
companies.
he's been getting away with this for the longest.
And then you come out with $100 million, and your salary is only supposed to be. What was your salary supposed to be as vice president?
I think it was $250,000.
And what was it supposed to be before you got into the president role? When
No,
you
I'm sorry,
You just working for the
$250,000.
White House. How much was that pay? $100,000.
I don't know, but when I found out,
So
what
how
the
$100,000
amount
go to
was,
80, 100 million?
I was like, "This how the president make?" We have to Google it. I have to make sure.
It's a lot of people in the office that they have. There's a pay that you get for your job, and these people have no businesses, investments, and then they got hundreds of $millions leaving their role. It never has added up to me.
Mm-hmm.
When he was a senator, and even Democrat senators say you can't do that. Charging a former president of the United States under the Espionage Act of 1917. Espionage. As Putin said, you are the most vicious president ever. There's never been a president that did this to me, and yet I got along with him. Isn't it not?
So the vice president.
Don't forget.
The vice president, according to Glassdoor, says, I don't know how accurate this is, $110,000 to $300,000 a year.
Okay.
The president, $300,000 a year. That I don't know if that's right.
That is not a lot of money. That is not a lot of money.
This is from
Put it in Biden's net
USA
worth, so
Today.
because
This is
I
a
want to
better
spend a lot of
resource.
time
Go
going
ahead.
through that article.
No.
But I would like you to put in Biden's Biden's net worth real quick. Google it. Put a Google in real quick.
I'm gonna see how much the president makes.
Yeah, 400,000. That's where it always typically is.
How much does Biden make?
How much does Biden? What's
Net-
Biden's net worth?
Okay. Eight, you said 8.
No, that's not right. I saw it way bigger than that before.
But that was April 2023. Okay, let's finish this and then we can find it.
I ended his pipeline first day. I ended it. I said no more pipeline. In the middle of construction, Biden came in and he approved it. I gave javelins. Remember this? I gave javelins to Ukraine. They were the anti-tank missiles, and they knocked the hell out of Russia. But I got along with Putin, and it's good to get along with people on the other side.
That's right.
The
I agree.
Espionage Act of 1917 is an act for a crime so heinous that only the death penalty would do. Is one of the most outrageous and vicious legal theories ever put in an American court of law. There's never been anything like this.
Wow.
And by the way, almost all other presidents took the documents with them. You
Yeah.
look at Barack Hussein Obama. Did anyone ever hear of Barack Hussein Obama? The Bushes took documents. Jimmy Carter took documents.
Every one of them took the.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Water's way over there.
He got us into the Middle East, didn't he, huh? Got us into the Middle East. $10 trillion, that's right. No more war unless we need it. We have the greatest military now in the world. I rebuilt it. Of course, we shouldn't have given $85 billion worth to Afghanistan.
Right.
Losing 13 great soldiers, leaving
Right.
Americans behind. That's what showed the weakness, and that's one of the reasons, I think maybe a primary reason that Putin went in, that President Xi of China is talking pretty big. The Espionage Act has been used to go after traitors and spies. It has nothing to do with a former president legally keeping documents. As a president, the law that applies to this case is not the Espionage Act, this vicious, never used before. It's only been used on me over boxes that I'm allowed to have the Espionage Act. But the Presidential Records Act, which is not even mentioned in this horrible and vicious and stupid according to very talented lawyers, 44-page indictment under the Presidential Records Act, which is a civil situation, not a criminal law. I had every right to have these documents, personal belongings and boxes. I had absolute right to have them. Joe Biden didn't, and Mike Pence didn't, and neither did certain other people
That's
that were
right.
presidents.
That's right.
Because they were not covered by the Presidential Records Act of 1978, relatively new compared to others. But these scoundrels and thugs in our weaponized government are corrupt, just like the president is corrupt. So they decided only to come after me. Only to come after me. It's an amazing thing.
They definitely gonna come after him because we're gonna stop it right there.
Yeah.
But they definitely gonna come after him because you aren't a part of their natural agenda. You're not a part of
Exactly.
their normal process. You are still
True.
an anomaly to their process. And you're not gonna fall woe, so you got your own bread. This all the stuff that these people didn't have coming into office.
Exactly. He's not
Except for
trying
maybe
to-
like your Tim Scotts who had wealthy, but not most of the ones that we see.
He's
Obama's, the Bidens, they didn't come in that thing in the game with bread.
He's not trying to be their friends. He has nothing
Correct.
to lose.
And that's the thing,
He's
and
got
that's
his own bread. He don't need their money. It's great that he has a salary, of course, but it's like he has his own thing going.
Got
He
his-
wants what's right.
Correct.
For the people.
Correct.
Now, he's not perfect. We know that. We know that there's some things that he could have done better. We definitely know that. I don't know if there's a part in there. I was able to watch it all the way through, guys, and it's just really good. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. You need
Yeah.
to really listen. But
You watch it through.
I know he was. I don't know if he meant. I think when he was talking about this part, he was talking about the fact of now they're trying to highlight the the taped conversations of him talking to people.
Yeah.
With and you hear the papers ruffling. So they were like, "What papers are these?"
Those.
And did those paper people really see the papers?
Yeah.
It's like if you hold it up, that doesn't mean you really saw it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just showed it, but did you see it? And he mentioned briefly about in Florida, they have a law where they can't do taped recorded conversations and someone recorded the conversation. And I think that's the conversation he was talking about. 'Cause
Okay.
That's what's in the news right now.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, because that's my only thing. I was like, okay, now you got these papers. Are you supposed to be talking to people and about this stuff?
Okay.
Close your mouth because he can be a little wordy.
Okay.
He uses flap his trap too much. He can flap his trap too much. So we can't act like these people in office are perfect and hold them on pedestals. No, but we do want someone who's going to be for us, for this country, and not sell us out for their own good.
For your own purpose. That's why, like Trump said, the Hunter Biden scandal
It is the worst.
is larger
And
than the Watergate. Because like I said,
Exactly. I knew
Watergate
it.
affected Nixon only. Trump's scandal affected Trump only. This Biden thing affects the world. So
That's right.
that's why that is the worst.
Yeah.
That is the worst.
But I want to cover a couple of scandals, so we're gonna drop a video about that too, guys.
Yeah, we're
and
gonna
y'all
drop
let us
a
know
couple
what you think about it.
That's right. All right, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't take a nosedive.
But comment down in the section below if you want some more. Yeah.
Bye.